Hey, what's up, everyone? Well, today, there's this video I wanted to show you. It's from a religious rant. It's about this kid who basically rants about, well, I do make ranting videos too if I have to, but yeah. There's a YouTube channel, a YouTube video. It's like about 15 minutes long, so stay with me when I show you to it. And then when I get done showing you to you, we'll talk about it later.
There's one thing I'll never get is that how narcissistic parents are when it comes to right or wrong. Like you heard me, right? I said it. I'm the only one who finally said it. That parents are pretty narcissistic when it comes to saying if they're wrong, right. Like, I swear. But they're very narcissistic when it comes to it. Like, I'll never get a parent's line of thinking. Because a parent's line of thinking is, no matter the situation, I'm always right, you're wrong, and I'm Messiah, and you're the followers, okay? I'm Jesus, you're Judas. Like that's exactly the parent's line of thinking. I do not get it. Like, they just see them as the, supreme Lord that we should bow down to their, amazing and unbelievable sense of wisdom. Like, I don't get why they act like that. I know the Bible says to respect your parents, but it's kind of hard to respect somebody who will take everything you say, no matter what, as backtalk or disrespect. Like, have you ever tried to have a civil conversation with a parent? Like, y'all be talking about a certain topic and y'all be basing off different points of it, or something. And then randomly you'll say something, they'll be like, "Hey, why are you backtalking?" And instantly turn into a COD zombie, start tweaking. Like, I swear, trying to tell a parent that they're wrong, they'll react the same way Winter Soldier react to the code names, bro. Like, trying to tell them they're wrong, it's like trying to tell the Winter Soldier code names. The code names. Like, I swear to God. No, my bad. Sorry, I didn't mean to say swear to God. Shouldn't use the Lord's name in vain. But why? Just why? Sorry, I'm not posting much. I've been having to deal with a lot of stuff. Football practice, school, not homework, I don't got homework, chores, and by the time I'm done with that, I have game time, where I get to actually chillax on my game for an hour or two, and I just don't remember, to make a video or anything, because I keep forgetting. I haven't posted on my main channel in a while, is because, to be honest, I'm more focused on ranting, okay? Like, I keep forgetting to make videos, and anytime I want to, I can't think of something. I'm at video block right now, so I'm sorry, but here's what it is. But I swear, parents, when it comes to trying to tell them what they've done wrong, they will react the same way the devil reacts to Jesus' name. Like, they will literally start tweaking out of their mind. They will literally start acting like a zombie. Hey, I didn't like the way you yelled at me for, accidentally, spilling a drop of water on the floor, like a singular drop. I'm sorry. But why'd you yell at me like that? Okay, chill. I never understood. Like, they instantly start, no matter what you do, they will take anything you say as backtalk, turn it against you, and if you say anything back, it's automatically backtalk again. Like, I swear, the backtalk paradox is so unbelievably stupid. Like, have you ever seen those YouTube shorts, trying to have a conversation with the parents when your dad tells you something wrong? It exactly goes like that. Like, they will, say, it's like they rage bait. Like, they do the most for no reason. Like, they will literally say a bunch of stuff that they know it's not true about you to try and get you fired up. When you say something, they immediately ground you, smack you, or yell at you. It's like they want more ammunition to treat you like garbage. Like, I swear, and these parents are always sarcastic about, well, of course. Oh, we just wake up every day just to find a new reason to yell at y'all. You quite literally do. Don't act sarcastic about it. Don't act confused. You quite literally do. Like, I swear, they will do the most to rage bait you into talking back after, like, have you ever, like, been done, like, 90% of the chores around the house, and they'll yell at you saying you don't do anything? Exactly how it is in my house. I do the dishes 70% of the, actually 80% of the time, take out the trash 90% of the time, sweep 10% of the time. Take the dogs out 95%, like 90% of the time. Feed the dogs 50% of the time. Let's see, so that's at least 70% of all chores in the house. You know, I'm just taking away that 30 because of the sweeping part. And the feeding the dogs part. But you know. I do like 80%. I do like 70 to 60% of the chores in the house. What I hear when Mom gets mad is that you don't do anything, you're lazy. You don't do chores, you're lazy. You do everything half-assed. You don't know how to do half the stuff you don't know how to do the stuff you do, and you never listen. The 5 things I always hear when my mom gets mad at me. Even when I'm mad at my sister, she'll just randomly drive me in and saying how bad of a kid I am. Then 5 minutes later, call me a good kid, but I need to listen more. I'm like, I do listen. Sorry that I can't just snap my fingers like I'm the genie from Aladdin and all of the problems are solved. Sorry that I make your life so miserable. Want a cookie? Want a gold star? How do you expect me to react? You're this, that, and this, that are all basically not true because I'm very helpful. She just treats me like I don't do anything because she gets mad and wants to blame Here's another case of narcissism. When she gets mad, she finds a way to blame everybody but herself for everything that she caused or did. Like, I don't know how, but she always finds a reason that makes sense of how much it doesn't make sense. Like, have you ever had, like, that one parent or that one person in your life that would blame everybody for everything and have a reason that makes sense about how much it doesn't make sense? Like, I get you pay the bills and everything. Like, I'm very grateful because you're doing the things that you have to do for yourself, too. Like, I'm very grateful that you work and do everything that you need to do for yourself, and it also helps everybody around you, but why are you flexing that you have a job and you pay bills on a child? Like, I don't know if it's flexing or complaining, because I can't tell. Like, half the time they're going to be acting like prideful about it and be like, well, I pay all the bills around here. You'll never help. I'm 12. My sister is 4 and I'm 12. What do you want me to do? Mow lawns? Like, what do you want me to do? Mow lawns and give all the money that I earn to you? I'm like, I mean, even if I did that, you would deny it and still say I don't help. But I mean, chill. You'll never help with the bills. You don't pay the bill. Well, I'm 12? Like, are we not going to talk about how old I am? If you, like, try to say that you're 12, how am I supposed to pay any bills? They'll be like, why are you talking back then? And knowing they got caught in that. That they played themselves in their own argument that nobody's arguing with them about. Like, they don't know how to function with people with common sense. Like, they don't know how to function with people with common sense. Because I feel like most kids, like 60% of kids have more common sense than an angry adult. Like, explain to me how everything I do is disrespectful or this and that, but you do all of what I did tenfold and play victim when you get called out. I get you're adult, the hierarchy and stuff, bottom and top of the food chain, but dang. Like, at least give me a way to, like, defend myself or something, because you're saying a lot of stuff.
So basically what that kid is saying is this. Some parents use the word spare the rod and spoil the child as a way of child abuse. Here's the thing. I get you trying to spank someone with a belt or something. But with something like But spanking somebody with this? No, that's child abuse. Even my teacher would tell you. That's not discipline. That's child abuse. Spanking somebody with that will already put you in prison. Or maybe in jail for a very long time. Because that right there is the most, oh my God. If somebody spunked me with that, I would beat their tail up with it back. And make it worse than what they did me. Because I would never, I might have to spank my kids with a paddle or something. But I would never, and I mean, God would not let me spank a kid with a goddamn charging cable, charging cord, whatever. That is the most childish thing a parent would even do to a freaking child. It doesn't matter how old the child is, even if it's a grown man or a grown woman. It don't matter. You don't get the right, especially somebody with autism, especially the ones that can't defend themselves. Charging cables as a spanking weapon is a very bad idea. It will put you in prison. That is messed up. Okay, that is messed up. You should never spank somebody with that. Maybe with the balance or with the paddle, I get that. But with the charging cable, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay. See, here, like I said several months ago or something, that I don't like the idea of doing chores. I'm going to tell you why. This is the way I feel about it. You can hate me all you want to, but I don't care. This is the way I feel about it. I feel like kids deserve to get what they want. I think kids deserve to be spoiled. Because especially all the violence that the kids has to endure, as kids see enough violence as it is. Let the kids be kids, dang it. Let the kids be kids. Let them be themselves, freaking A. Let them be themselves. If they don't want to do something, don't force them to do it. If they continue to misbehave, what's the point of punishing them? If they continue to be rebellious, what's the point of punishing them? If they want to misbehave, then what's the point of punishing them? Let them deal with the punishments they'll endure later. So, if they continue to misbehave, then punishments is not going to work. No matter how hard you punishing them, if a kid wants to misbehave, let them misbehave. Because if they're not going to change, what's the point? So yeah, that's the whole point of that kid is saying is, you can do a million chores and you still get crapped on. What? That's stupid. Why would a parent would do that? The whole problem with parenting nowadays is control. And two, like my mom always told me, it's not just what you say, it's how you say. Like when somebody's acting the fool, you acting the fool too? Just because a kid is acting the fool doesn't mean you got to act the fool too. I cannot believe I'm this right on this. I cannot believe I'm this right on this. And just because a kid is pitching a fit doesn't mean you got to pitch a fit too. Just because a kid is angry doesn't mean you got to get angry too. Just because a kid is having a meltdown doesn't mean you got to have a meltdown too. Well, I can growl too. Just because a kid is crying doesn't mean you got to growl too. You are acting more childish than your own kid. That's what you're doing. You're acting more childish. You're acting more childish than your own child. Even your own child is telling you that you're being a weenie. Even a child is telling you through their fit pitching and stuff that you're being their weenie. This is much as they are. Calm reaction. I need to work on that too. At some point in my life, I'm going to have a girlfriend. I'm going to be married to a beautiful woman. And at some point, I'm going to be a daddy at some point. And I'm going to have to learn regulate these emotions too. Otherwise, it ain't going to happen unless I do that. But yeah, at some point in my life. So that being said, don't use religion as abuse. That is exactly why a few weeks ago or something, I don't know if you remember, I made a video how I stopped being a Christian and have a real relationship with Jesus. Christianity versus real relationship with Jesus. I stopped being a Christian a few weeks ago. No, it's not because of turning away from Jesus. It's none of that. It's because I want to have a real relationship with Jesus. Why I stopped being a Christian in the first place. It's a cult. That's not worship. I want to have a real relationship with Jesus. Exactly why I stopped being a Christian in the first place. Because I had this much faith in Jesus. Exactly why I stopped that. Because I want to have a real relationship with Jesus. The whole point of not being a Christian anymore is because I want to praise Jesus more. I want to have a real and personal relationship with Him. That's why I stopped being a Christian. And so I can have a real relationship with Him. Quit the Christian cult. This so I can praise Jesus anytime, anywhere, any day, any way I want to. But the point of getting at is, some parents use gospel to abuse children. They use the word, I work 24/7, I pay the bills. That don't mean a freaking thing. You working your butt off. You paying the bills doesn't mean a freaking thing when you're treating your kids like crap. You working 24/7 and you're paying all the bills and having a room just because you pay the bills around here. Just because you pay all the bills around there, you work your butt off. Just because you put a roof on the kids' head doesn't mean, that doesn't give you the right to abuse the children. It doesn't give you the right to talk to kids in the way you want to do. You always say, I can talk the way I want to talk to your kids. BS, I'm going to tell you why. Just because you work your butt off and pay the bills, just because you pay the bills around here, and just because you work your butt off, just because you put a roof on your kid's head doesn't mean you have to abuse the children like by working them too much or something. Just because you pay the bills and this doesn't give you the right to treat your kids like crap. I know I'm just repeating myself that it's true. Just because you pay the bills doesn't give you the right to treat your kids the way you want to treat them. Treat your kids the way you want your kids to treat you. End of discussion. So that's the whole point that the kid is saying is. Yeah. So that's it for the video. So make sure to subscribe, smash the like button, click on the notification bell. So you guys are welcome as always, and God bless you and God love, stupid and not safe as another cute, not cute, middle kill, but cool and yeah.